What's up, Ladder Climbers? This is Antoine Wade, six-figure earner and millionaire, and welcome back to the Black Heights channel, where we talk about all things that help you to become successful in life. Now, if that sounds good to you, do me a favor and go ahead and hit that subscribe button, because I know you want to be successful. Everybody wants to be successful. Now, while you're at it, also go ahead and stomp on that like button, because it helps us grow the channel. And guys, in today's video, we are going to be discussing how to become an IT manager so that you can make a lot of money, have a lot of career advancements, and be in high demand. First, we're going to start off with what is an IT manager. Second, we're going to talk about the skills you need to become an IT manager. Third, we're going to talk about the education of an IT manager. Fourth, we're going to talk about the salary of an IT manager. And last but not least, we're going to talk about the career path of an IT manager. Without further ado, let's jump off to what is an IT manager. Well, an IT manager is somebody who manages the IT department in an organization. In small organizations, this could be infrastructure, networks, computers, vendor relationships, and things like that. In larger organizations, it could be certain parts of that. IT managers can span the control depending on how large the organization it is that they are working in. Smaller companies, an IT manager almost plays the role of a chief information officer or a chief technology officer, where they have all of the responsibilities for all of the infrastructure for the company. In larger organizations, they could just have a smaller department. I was on a coaching call the other day with one of my clients. He's an IT manager, and the guy makes a lot of money. I mean, he started his career off as a order selector in a warehouse, and he climbed the ladder to becoming an IT manager. And he didn't do it with an IT type of a degree. He actually did it with a financial planning and analysis degree, but his curiosity allowed for him to move into this sort of a role. So again, an IT manager is somebody who manages the infrastructure, networks, computers, systems, software systems of an organization, and they can have a span of control depending on how large the company actually is. And IT managers can be very technical, they can be very hands-on, or they can be hands-off, because one of the things of an IT manager is that you are managing others, and you can bring in system administrators, computer programmers, database administrators, and all of that to have them working in your organization, and you just oversee everything. A lot of the times, IT managers are the ones that's sitting in meeting rooms, strategizing with the leaders of the company to make sure that they have the infrastructure to support the business needs, whether that's laptops, whether that's network infrastructure, whether that is software infrastructure, whatever it is. IT managers are typically the guys who are very strategic, but a lot of them are very hands-on as well, and they can come from a lot of different backgrounds. This is the thing that's really good about a job of an IT manager, is you can come from multiple different backgrounds. You don't necessarily have to come from IT. You can come from finance, you can come from operations, you can come from support, you can come from professional services. There's a lot of different ways that you can become an IT manager, and we'll talk about that when we start talking about the education. Now let's talk about the skills that you need to become an IT manager. An IT manager needs very good soft skills, because they're going to be managing people. And what's most important about managing people is to get results and to make sure you retain your people. So IT managers have to be really good at leadership. They have to be really good at communicating, because a lot of the times they're going to have to share the ideas with the people in the company to buy in. They're also going to have to sell their ideas as well too. So those are the soft skills: communication skills, interpersonal skills, building those sort of relationships, being able to manage, and being able to lead. On the hard skills perspective, they have to know things about IT. You have to know things about certain software or databases or networks or software, something along the lines where you have had an in-depth knowledge of it. In the case of the mentee that I have, or the person that I was actually coaching the other day, he came up through a warehouse system, and he became very technical on that system, and it allowed him to go in IT focusing on just that system, but he was able to broaden his knowledge to other parts of the IT infrastructure as well by just sitting down next to people and learning and reading online and looking at YouTube videos. Now let's talk about the education needed for an IT manager. An IT manager needs to have a bachelor's degree. Yes, that is right. The majority of IT managers have a bachelor's degree, and they typically major in things like computer science, management information systems, which I think is the best major out there, computer information systems, which I think is the second best major out there, but no, in actuality, they are pretty much tied. They can major in business and marketing. They could come from multiple different majors, but the most common majors is computer science, management information systems, computer information systems, and some sort of IT related degree. Now, a lot of IT managers have to have some sort of certification. That's depending on the type of IT manager you are. If you're an IT manager of like networks, or IT manager of security, or IT manager of infrastructure, then you want to have some sort of certification. And you can Google the type of certifications that you will need in these specific types of roles. Like if you're an IT manager and you want to go through the system administrator route, typically as a system administrator, you would need some sort of CompTIA A+, certification. So a lot of IT managers who go through IT, they do have a lot of certifications, but the ones that just fall in IT from other operations, they don't need the certification. They can just really use their knowledge, their ability to learn, look online, look on YouTube, do a lot of literature reading and things like that to learn about the IT and really find themselves in IT management. Now let's talk about the salary of an IT manager. This is where the rubber meets the road, and this is one of the reasons why you should definitely get into this role. The average salary of an IT manager is $151,000 a year, guys. Yes, that is a lot of money. This is a lot of money. This is the money that you can leverage to build wealth. This is the money that you can leverage to retire early. And guess what, guys? The growth rate for an IT manager, because this role is in high demand, is 10%, which is much higher than the average job growth rate in the United States. And guys, it's going to continue to grow. As companies continue to digitize and as they continue to grow, they're going to need to build their IT infrastructure. And IT managers are going to be in high demand. And guys, here are some of the jobs of IT managers here in Austin, Texas, where I reside. You can see right here that the average salaries for these jobs right here is very high. And guys, once you become an IT manager, there are a number of career paths that you can go down. And that's what I mentioned in earlier as one of the points, because you're not going to get bored. If you want to get bored and make $150,000 a year, you can make more if you want to continue to climb the ladder. But you can go on to be things like a senior project manager. You can become things like a senior IT manager. You can become a senior infrastructure project manager, a director of information technology. This is the next role that my client is actually applying for at this point in time. And I believe he's actually going to get it. You can become a global director of information technology, which is responsible for the entire company's infrastructure all across the world. Just imagine that, being a global IT director across a large company like Google or Facebook or something like that. Guys, you'll be making a lot of money. You can also become a chief technology officer, a chief information officer as well, where these guys are making close to $300,000 to $500,000 a year. So guys, overall, I recommend the role of an IT manager. But here's the thing, you're going to have to commit to this career path. Yes, you're going to have to commit to this career path. So if you're just getting into IT and you're starting in the help desk, have a vision of where you want to get to. And an IT manager should be one of those roles, and look at the steps that you need to take along the way to become an IT manager. If you are somebody who is in operations or in other parts of the business and you want to become an IT manager, look how you can leverage the skills that you already have and start learning about IT, whether that is watching YouTube videos or learning from people in the IT organization. And if you're good at management, that's going to be a very good way that you can cross-pollinate and go over to the IT organization to add your skill set over there as well too. Because a lot of things that IT people are missing if they just stay in IT is an understanding of the business. And if you come from the business and go into IT, then you know the business and you're going to leverage how IT and technology can help the business, which is the best blend. That's why I think management information systems is one of the best majors, because it is a business major, but it also has a technology foundation behind it. So it allows you to look at technology and say, how can I help the business? How can I help the end users? Because that's who it's ultimately about. So guys, I think it is a fantastic career path that you can get into. I certainly do recommend this career path because you can make a lot of money. You're going to have a lot of job opportunities and you can climb the ladder. Guys, if you like this sort of video, make sure that you hit the like button. Also, hit that subscribe button. It helps us grow the channel. If you have a comment on any of the points that I have made in this video, don't forget to leave me a comment. And until next time, y'all, peace.